Back here, first things first, we're talking Joel Embiid. Don't look now, but he appears to be chasing those three little letters with that three big, impactful MVP.
Those people are so
career
rude,
high 50.
Jenna. They were talking over
Friday.
you.
They were so loud, I lost my train of thought.
My God.
Unbelievable.
Rude men.
Anyway,
trying to
they missed me
mansplain
for a
Joel
hot
Embiid
minute.
to
Now I'm
Jenna.
back.
This is ridiculous.
And now you're being
Antoine
rude.
Walker's
Stop talking,
back with
Nick.
us now. Well, it's all good. It's all good. It'll all even itself out for Twan. Hey, Twan, let me ask you. Has Embiid overtaken LeBron James for MVP favorite?
Well, let me start with saying that he's been the MVP all season long. He's not overtaking anything. I think it's his award to lose. Embiid has had a monster year. You think about the 30 and 11, 53 from the field, 85 from the free throw line, and then a surprising 40% from the three. My problem with Embiid, and the only thing I'm worried about that can really hurt him, is how many games he's going to play. He's already missed 6. You start missing 15, 16 games in a shortened season, then it's probably LeBron's award because we know LeBron James is going to play every game. So right now, Embiid just has to stay healthy, continue performing at the level that he's at, and he'll be the MVP of this league. Unless his team goes on a drastic losing streak, which I don't think so. I think there'll be a top 3 team in the East. He's playing terrific, and that's his award to win. I think only if he doesn't get hurt and miss a significant amount of time, he will be the MVP this year.
Ooh, well, put your seatbelt on. Look, Joel Embiid is not only the MVP, but he's the best player on the planet. That's what he is right now. This dude has figured it out. He's unguardable. Wow. Yes, Nick. You pay attention, man. What are you watching this? This dude figured it out. This dude is 40% from 3. Twan, you just gave the statistics. Okay, 54 from the field, 53 from mid-range. That's Kevin Durant's career high. And he's 7 foot tall. He has everything. He has handle. He has a pull-up shot. This is Olajuwon, Dirk, and Shaquille O'Neal wrapped up in one. That's what we're seeing here, guys. And I'll be the first to go out there on the limb on these little tiny little branches and say that this dude is not only the MVP, but he's the best player on the planet. Who else is out there that can do what this dude is doing right now?
Okay. So Brandon has done a very, very interesting parlor trick here, which is almost tried to box me in to my own take. So I'm going to take you back a few months ago. Before the year, NBA Finals pick, Lakers-Sixers. Before the year, NBA MVP pick was Luka, with the caveat being, if the Mavs aren't good enough, it would be Joel Embiid. Up to this point in the season,
you did say that.
on a per-game basis, Embiid would be the MVP. But he has missed 20% of the season. Because of that, I think LeBron has a slight edge. But it's LeBron and Embiid or Embiid and LeBron, and then a massive gap. Steph's team's not good enough. Luka's team is bad. Durant keeps missing time. Harden quit on a team. Kyrie took a sabbatical. It's hard. It's LeBron and Embiid or Embiid and LeBron. And the biggest edge LeBron has is that Embiid's missed these 6 games. But Brandon, you made a mistake that a lot of people have made. And that mistake is believing best player on the planet is something that is attainable during the regular season. It's not. That is how we got to, you know who the best player in basketball is? Steph Curry. That's how we got to, you know who the best player in the NBA is?
That was never
Giannis
a real thing.
Antetokounmpo. Oh, it was a real thing.
That was a real thing. Giannis was real. Giannis was real, not Steph. Yeah, Giannis was real.
Yeah.
And now, in part 3 of the trilogy, you know who the best player in the NBA is? Joel Embiid.
He has a chance.
Every year, come June, it's like, oh no.
Look, now you're trying to back me up in the corner.
The league is, it's LeBron. Because it's been LeBron every year for the last 14. So, I love you.
Yeah, but they got to pass the torch soon.
Yeah.
He's going to have to pass the torch. We've been talking about Luka and Luka's team, Dallas. They're not winning. AD's having a terrible year. We thought it was going to potentially be AD. Then we talked about Luka. AD's having a terrible year. Luka, their team's not winning. So, look, Last year in the bubble, we were talking about this guy not being a great leader, or at least I was. This dude had a little under 3 months off. Walk. How does a guy make such huge strides in such little time? Like, think about what this dude, where he was last year. We're talking about developing a three. We're talking about developing mid-range. We're talking about a complete game. How do you only have 2 to 3 months off and then you do this? This dude is phenomenal. And then the last thing, Walk, I want you to talk about is this dude isn't even talking. He was a big kid. Now he's a grown man. So explain that to us.
Well, let me be. I play for Doc Rivers, and he's one of the greatest offensive-minded coaches that's out there. He's great at putting players in position where they can flourish at offensively. We all know I was a volume shooter, but with Doc Rivers, I shot my best field goal percentage because he knew how to get me in certain spots where I could be effective. And I think this is the Doc Rivers effect, and why we see Embiid's numbers went up dramatically, and he's playing much better basketball, is because he's holding them accountable, and he's being efficient. These are, two-guard type numbers when you think about 53 from the field, 40 from the three-point line, and then 85 from the free throw line. These are ungodly numbers for a center. He's putting up big time. But I do have to disagree with you that he's the best player on the planet. He's the best big man in the league, but he's not the best player on the planet. The best player on the planet is LeBron James. We're going to continue. We're going to continue to say. And I will add this. If LeBron James maintains a top 3 seed in the West with AD out,
look at Nick just happy.
Look at LeBron James.
Well, it's just right.
You may have to give it to LeBron James.
Right things are being said.
Oh, no, Jen, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say to that.
But at the end of it, if he stays healthy, Antoine's right. He's already been out a handful of games, so we'll wait and see. All right, switch gears. We got to head to Dallas. Could this really be Dak's final season as a Cowboy? We discuss that next. Antoine Walker, thank you.